Hey guys, Dr. 5 here with episode number 18 of the Crystal Palace career mode on FIFA 23. Kicking it off at the Emirates, taking on Arsenal team we have yet to beat in this career mode. We had an embarrassing 5-0 defeat and then a not so embarrassing 1-0 defeat, so we've improved a lot in the short space of time between playing them. If we can get that down to maybe a 0-0 draw or even maybe a cheeky, sneaky 1-0 win, that would be perfect for ourselves. And you can see they're having a lot of chances, but the opening chance comes our way. Deflected shot from Fletcher. You know, it sends Ramsdale. He thinks it's going in, but alas, it did not. It went wide of the post, but from a free kick, we play it short to Fletcher, trying to whip it in. Didn't quite work out. We've not quite got that big kind of advantage when it comes to height, so crossing isn't really one of our strengths, but Fletcher, he's 6'2", you know, he can win a few headers in there. As Olise say to Martial loads it back to Eze, and Eze slots it past Aaron Ramsdale to make it 1-0. And maybe that sneaky, cheeky 1-0 win will be coming in today's game, because that was a lovely little finish from Eze. We kept possession really nicely, and I think that seems to be our new style, you know. Obviously, still we've got those kind of defensive right back and left back. Maybe that's our next transfer. Maybe we try and go maybe attacking left back, but keep Wan-Bissaka because he is our highest rated player. I'm not too sure yet, but the attacking style, I think we're the top goal scoring team in the Premier League right now, and that's unfortunate right there. A deflected shot from Ødegaard. Dean Henderson, no clean sheet for him once again, unfortunately. But it's on 1-1. It's level terms now. Bit lucky, bit fortunate, I'll say, from them. But we're going to go on the attack. We're the top goal scoring team in the league. We're playing the best defensive team in the league. They've only conceded 7, I think, this season. And I think we've scored 20 or 25, something like that. So we know what we're doing when we're putting the ball in the back of the net. And Olise does exactly that. He turns the Emirates into his dance floor, just like Jesse Lingard did back in the day. But he's already got a better career than Lingard. You know, he's going to have a better career than Lingard. I can guarantee you that. But 2-1 is the score. We've just got to hold on to this one now. And I'll tell you this, Dean Henderson turned into a prime Iker Casillas, prime Manuel Neuer, Lev Yashin, David De Gea, you know, all the good goalkeepers, the best goalkeepers of all time. He turned into them, and he just did not let a single shot past him for the remainder of this game. 63rd minute, the chance to wrap it up, maybe make it 3-1, didn't quite work out again. The crosses, it's not really our strong suit, but scrappy, playing the ball, quick, fast, that is our strong suit, and a great save from Aaron Ramsdale does deny the chance of making it 3-1, but it does not deny the chance of us picking up all 3 points. And we've taken another scalp. That's Man United now, that's Chelsea, that's Arsenal, and Spurs. Just need a win against City, and we just need a win against Liverpool. Probably not going to happen for a while, but we come into the Carabao Cup, we've got Oxford in the round of 16. Should be a fairly easy tie. Should be able to go through to the next round and gives us a real chance of putting our name in the hat for a decent little cup run. Obviously, you saw there, there's no real kind of upset potentials. It's pretty much all Premier League teams versus Championship teams or League One teams. So it does look like if the game is going to go the same way that this game is going against Oxford, it's going to be all Premier League teams remaining in the Carabao Cup, which, you know, it's unfortunate, but we've, like I said, Liverpool and City, they're the only teams in the Premier that we haven't beaten, I think. Oh, and Leeds, we haven't beaten Leeds, which is a bit of a weird one. But Mateta stepped up for his hat-trick, didn't quite work out, unfortunately for him. Then they had a penalty. Henry against Butland. Butland goes the right way. Butland actually keeping his second clean sheet in the Carabao Cup. The only 2 clean sheets we've kept all season have come by Butland in the Carabao Cup. So, you know, maybe he's putting his name in the hat for a first team appearance to potentially be the first clean sheet in the Prem. But that's not going to happen just yet. You know, if he does it in the next round, I'll give it to him. But Martial, 10 goals in the Premier League, makes him the Premier League's top goal scorer. I think this is the 10th game of the season, so He has 10 in 10 right now, depending on if he scores in this game or not. That is what matters. But we're taking on Blackburn Rovers, newly promoted alongside Watford and Norwich last season. We've already played Norwich. We spanked them. Hopefully we can do the same against Blackburn here today at at Selhurst Park. And an early chance here, playing the ball out wide to Harvey Vale. Vale finds Fletcher. Fletcher finds Eze. And Eze finds the back of the net. It's insane. It is insane, the amount of goals that he scores from that left-hand side. Cutting inside, he's like a prime Mo Salah. The English Mo Salah. I'm not too sure. I haven't checked in a while. But I still don't think he's getting called up for the English national team in FIFA. So that's probably done on ratings. So there's probably Rashford and all that. They're probably all higher rated than him. But if it was done on form, he most definitely would be in that team. Then they get a chance. Jamal Lowe sneaks it in at the near post past Dean Henderson. A really, really weird one. I think Dean Henderson probably should have done better there. Probably should have saved it, in my opinion at least. But, you know, it's FIFA. It's FIFA. A great save from the keeper, denied the Ronaldinho-esque toe poke from Fletcher. Then Aina, a great header, saved onto the crossbar, denied him of his first Crystal Palace goal. And we're going to half-time at 1-1. We were in the lead for 4 minutes. Rest of the half, it has been an even state of affairs. As a through ball from Martial plays in, Wharton, I don't know what he was doing, he's dilly-dallying on the ball. Eze just snatched it off of him, ran into the box, outside the boot, past the goalkeeper, 2-1, back in front. Thankfully, very early in the second half. We didn't have to worry about them parking the bus or anything like that. We just snatched it off their defender and we kind of countered them on a bit of kind of dilly-dallying, basically. Martial, I think he should have scored there. Still 2-1 though. We're still pressing high up the pitch, which is nice to see. But, yeah, it's a weird one. Connor Cody should have won the ball there. We should have stopped the cross there. It hit the crossbar. Marco Andre nods it into a pretty much open net. And that goal there, that's a classic FIFA goal. I should have won the ball twice in that situation. I didn't with Cody, and then it deflected off of the centre-back that I should have won it with onto the crossbar perfectly to the path of their striker, who makes it 2-2, and now we're in a bit of a struggle again. But thankfully Martial is the Premier League's top goal scorer. Thankfully he knows how to put the ball at the back of the net at Selhurst Park, and thankfully he makes it 3-2, an outside the boot assist to an outside the boot goal, makes it 3-2 as I just said. And this one was definitely a lot harder than the Norwich game. They kind of came into it with no fear. Norwich came into it with fear that they might lose. Obviously, they did get that one goal, but I think we got 6 in the end. Against here, though, 3-2 was the final score, so we did win against a newly promoted team, but it was not comfortable. It was a very difficult one. And as we're coming to the final game of today's video, Aston Villa at Villa Park. In the game, I'll show the league table at the end of this game, but I think they're down there. They're down there in the table. But a shock here as Callum Wilson, formerly of Newcastle and Bournemouth, puts Villa 1-0 to the good. And now we maybe have to worry. Will they be sitting back the whole game? Will we have to counter-attack them? How will this game pan out? Well, Fletcher plays the ball to Elise out wide. He's just going to dink it into the danger zone, and Martial puts his head on the line, gets to it before Emi Martinez, gets to it before, is it Diego Carlos or Mings or Conta, one of the centre-backs, and he makes it 1-1. Back on level terms, almost instantly. Very similar to the game against Blackburn, how they equalised really quickly against us. But you can see now, after that, first 2 highlights in that first half, we go all the way to the second half, the 53rd minute to be exact, as Riedewald plays the ball to Fletcher. Fletcher out on this right-hand side. He likes it out on the wing because he's got a decent little cross on it, but so does Elise. Chests it down, volleys it. It's palmed straight into the path of Eze, who scored in every single game in today's episode. He gets us in front for the first time. And I'll tell you now, there is no looking back after we go in front. Fletcher wins the ball from their throw-in. Bit of a sloppy bit of play. Play it through to Martial. Holds off Carlos. Skips past Chambers. Cuts back inside to his stronger right foot. And he slots it past Emi Martinez. 3-1. the hat-trick is on for Anthony Martial. Just like that. We go from being 1-1 to 3-1 to ourselves. Sloppy play from Villa, and we win the ball back easily in the midfield once again. And there's another chance. Everyone's running forward. This time Vale plays the ball through to Martial. He secures the hat-trick. You can see our next game is against Newcastle. I think we had 2 3-3s against them last season, so should be a good one to kick off next episode. But Martial's got the hat-trick. Vale's got the assist. You can see we can sub on some of the young boys now. The score's 4-1. And we actually do that. We bring on, maybe not young boys, but some of the more rotated players. And Edouard comes on, and Edouard puts the ball into the back of the net. Getting his first goal, I think, in the Premier League this season. Makes it 5-1 against Villa. And that's how the game's going to end. Really, really, really impressive display from this team. We win the ball in the midfield area, whether it's Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Fletcher, Riedewald, Doucouré, or Aribo. The 5 midfield kind of rotation offers we have, they all are solid defensively. As Martial picks up the hat-trick, and we can see the league table. City are first, joint first with Liverpool on 25 points. United on 23, joint with West Ham. And then there's us, 5th place on 22. If the season ended right now, the board would be happy because they want us to get Europa League. Now we go further down the table, we can see all of the newly promoted teams are sitting in the relegation zone. Blackburn Rovers on 5, joint with Watford. And then poor old Norwich sitting bottom. Looks like they're going to be going down again. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.